I don't know if you guys remember, but today we were going to be discussing The Last of Us games and giving our honest opinions on them.
That's right, Joe. And let me tell you, I've played a lot of video games in my time, and I know a good game when I see one. Should we start with part one? That game is terrific.
Well, I have to say, I agree with you there, Donald. The Last of Us Part 1 is definitely one of the greatest games of all time. I mean, Joel's arc from being done with life to finding a new purpose was so touching.
Absolutely. It's a masterpiece in storytelling, character development, and gameplay. I think we can all agree that it belongs in the S tier.
No doubt about it, Joe. Now let's talk about the sequel.
Yes, let's talk about it. And let me be clear, I was really looking forward to The Last of Us Part 2. I thought it had a lot of potential.
Same here, Barack. But unfortunately, it didn't quite live up to expectations. They really thought it was a good idea to immediately kill off one of the most beloved characters in video game history.
That's an understatement, Joe. The Last of Us Part 2 is a complete disaster. It's worse than Sonic 06, and that's saying something. There is honestly not a single thing I can think of that I like about this game.
I have to agree with you there, Donald. The Last of Us Part 2 is a major disappointment. It's like the developers completely forgot what made the first game so great.
Yeah, the story was all over the place. The characters were unlikable, and the gameplay was tedious and repetitive. It's definitely not S-tier material. I mean, how can they expect you to play as the girl who killed Joel and have a good time?
Okay, so obviously not S-tier. How about C-tier?
No way, Jose.
Are you out of your mind, Obama? It's clearly not even C-tier.
Yeah, I think Ellie's expression on the cover really sums it up for me. Okay, so F-tier?
Not even. In fact, I think we need to create a new tier just for The Last of Us Part 2. We'll call it The Last of Us Part 2 tier, and it'll be below F tier.
Trump, that's sheer genius.
I actually think that's a fair assessment, Donald. The Last of Us Part 2 is definitely in a league of its own, and not in a good way.
I'm shocked we all agree on this. I'm surely not going to watch Season 2 of the TV show when that drops. There's zero reason to.
Yeah, if I have to suffer through the same garbage of a story that is all over again, you can call me Sleepy Joe all you want, because that whole premise puts me to sleep once Joel dies, and there's nothing I can do about it.
So there you have it, boys. The Last of Us Part 1 belongs in the S tier, and The Last of Us Part 2 belongs in its own special tier below F tier. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.